Hello, this is a tutorial using melodic minor. In this tutorial we're going to use A melodic minor. A melodic minor, in case you don't know, are these notes. Okay, it's similar to A major in construction except the third is flatted. A major is that. Flat the third and you get minor, melodic minor. Harmonic minor and natural minor we'll talk about in a different tutorial. This is just using melodic minor. Melodic minor can be used on chords that are built on notes within the scale. So all of the notes within that scale, if I was to build chords on those notes, we can use melodic minor, and there are different chords for different scale degrees. For instance, the first and most obvious is A minor 6th or A minor major 7th. So there's an exception there. You have two different chords that kind of work there. So for instance, if you're doing Autumn Leaves in the key of A minor, this is the end. Now let's say I do a vamp. Throw in melodic minor. So there it is on just any kind of an A minor progression. And that lick slower is, in case you're wondering. Okay, so it's pretty much using all the notes of A melodic minor. Okay, next we're going to move down to G sharp in the scale, okay? But we're going to use it as 2-5-1 in D flat. So it's going to be A flat 7th. So the dominant 7th will work on the 7th degree of the scale. Okay, so dominant 7th chord, so it's E flat minor 7th, A flat 7th to D flat major 7th. And there's nines, there's tensions on these chords, but don't worry about that. So here we go. Let's do like a little 2-5-1. So when I make that change to the dominant 7th, I'm already superimposing melodic minor. Like on a flat 9, flat 13, that's really built from melodic minor a half step up from the chord. For instance, let's just do a little riff here. Or I can do more of an expanded lick. So there I went. Using all the notes within the melodic minor. Okay, now we're going to use melodic minor on the next note down in the scale, in the 6th degree. 6th degree always uses a minor 7 flat 5. So here's a lick. We're going to do 2-5-1 in E major. So F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to B7 to E major 7th. So here we go. Okay, so slower would be. So that's using symmetrical diminished on the B7th, which is in a different tutorial. Okay, the next note down in the scale is the 5th degree, and the 5th degree always uses pretty much just the root note and any form of the minor 6th, A minor 6th, or minor major 7th. So it doesn't really work over a chord, but just the bass note. For instance, if you're in the key of E, and then you're going to F sharp minor 7 flat 5 or A minor 6th over E, back to E. It's kind of like a suspension. Because you have the 9th, the 11th, and then the sharp 5 or flat 13, however you want to think of it, back to, it's that diminished triad that resolves back to the major chord. Now here's a lick you can do, same type of a lick, so I can go. example, over E. The next key down would be the 4th degree, and that works over a dominant 7th. So D 7th chord would take A melodic minor. For instance, on A train, that chord is D7, that takes A melodic minor. So I can go same lick as before. So that'll work on D7. Okay? And the next scale degree down is the 3rd of the scale, which pretty much is just an inversion of that chord. So you would be playing A minor 6th over C in a progression. For instance, if we're in the key of E, because it works in E, so again, it works on that C. It's like A minor 6th over C or F sharp minor 7 flat 5 over C. Probably used more as a minor 6th over its 3rd, resolving down a half step to the dominant with the tonic over the 5th, which is the root chord of that key, so E over B. And then typical progression would be down a half step to B flat minor 7 flat 5, down to A major 7th. Okay, the next scale degree is on the 2nd, so down to B, and basically that can be used as F sharp minor 7 flat 5 over B, kind of the same way we used it over C, and almost the same progression. But for instance, let's say we're doing a A major 7th over B. So we're superimposing melodic minor on the 2nd half of the chord. So the 1st half of the chord is just staying diatonic within E. So I'm using the A major 7th. Then on the 2nd part of the chord, I'm going to that C augmented major 7th, or I can use A minor major 7th or F sharp minor 7 flat 5, or even E 7th, but you can use any form of that. So for instance, we'll go, we'll resolve it down to E. And those are all the practical uses of melodic minor. I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for some more tutorials. Thank you.